Okay, good evening, everybody. So this is Tuesdays with the happy coach Yan Tai. Today I have dear friend Lily. Will join.
Hello.
Hi, hi
Hi,
Lily. Okay.
Michael. Hello, Yuan Tai.
All right. Let me just check my Facebook. Let me just put it on the share to everyone. So you can also share the post on your profile.
Timeline.
Yeah, on your timeline.
Let me just put my earpiece on, then it's easier.
Sure. All right. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. Can you guys hear me? So just put a yes if you can, and welcome. So I have with me a friend Lily.
Hello, Yuan Tai. Hello, everyone. Yes.
Yeah. As you guys can see, she's visually impaired. So just dive straight in. Just dive straight in to the main topic of the day. So Lily, maybe you can tell us a bit about yourself and what are you currently doing?
Currently, I'm doing a few things. I just finished I'll be finishing my leadership people management course.
Yep.
Tomorrow will be my last day. So I'll get a diploma. At the same time, I'm also doing my advanced certificate in learning and performance, which I just finished module 1. So module 2 will start on Thursday. Plus the fact that I'm doing an international project with a few disabled artists. So happy to know that Arts Council is giving me the full grant to be able to carry out this project. So next week will be the filming. So a lot of things for the time being. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus walking my guide dog every day to keep me sane.
How's niece? I understand that she
She's
had a skin infection
she has a
recently.
skin allergy issue, but it's clearing up. But uh, but then she's a happy girl. Yeah, every day wants to go for walks, so every day will take like 4 walks, 5 walks a day. So to keep her
Mm.
lean and keep me fit and sane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just dive straight into your story. I think some of my friends who have heard a bit of here and there of your story, maybe
I think
you
most
can
people
share.
might
Yeah.
have heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I have not seen this world before, and I know that usually I'll tell my friends. I say I see 100% darkness. So that I say if you want to know, probably put a blindfold over yourself may not be the right answer. But if you can visit a place in Singapore called Dialogue in the Dark when they reopen, or some of you might have gone there, you realize that when you walk into the exhibition, you can hardly see your 5 fingers. So this is a place where if you want to know what blindness or real blindness is like, temporarily go and experience it for 1 hour. So this has been my life all the while, but it hasn't stopped me from living life. I feel that this is really a part of me, and I don't feel myself disabled in any way. Disabled is only a term coined by people because they want to find a place to fit us. That's all.
From young, do you feel that you're any different from any other kids?
I don't think so because I grew up in a kampong. So I also, apart from climbing trees, which
You
forbidden,
can
and
you
also
can
I was trying to draw. One day I was trying to draw well from water when my grandmother stopped me. So everything I also wanted to try. Like I'm this kind of person. So I'm a very adventurous person. So growing at kampong, you run among trees, flowers, you play sand, you went to play with dogs, cats, animals, everything you can come across, you play, even chicken, duck, whatever. So it was a fun time whereby it's really very carefree. I remember when we had a durian tree. So every year during season, my neighbors and our family, extended family, because we live together, we all try to go and chop, uh, just go and guard the trees nearby. So if the
Yeah.
durian drops, see who runs there first faster. So it was
Mm-hmm.
quite fun living in those days. So when schooling, of course, you do the usual math and whatever you do, right? But I thought initially I wanted to stop at A levels. Then I was thinking, if I stop at A levels, what would my future be? Because there's nothing that I specialize in. So I decided to pursue to read law, but I couldn't get into NUS. At that time, Open University was only coming to Singapore. So
Yeah.
it was rumored lah that it was coming. So my principal was quite good. He said, wait until university come and you be the first few batches to apply and see what happens. So when I applied, when they asked for registration, I applied. What happened was the first year was over. They had over subscription, so they say we'll put you in the next cohort. So to me, like
Yeah.
it was a joy because they allows me to find school fees to pay because at that time I was earning like 600 plus a month. How do I pay school fees of 3,000 plus a year? So I wrote to foundations and tell them my situation. So thankfully, Shaw Foundation responded and they paid for my fee until I graduated,
Wow.
which
But
was
what made you want to sign up, want to enroll in a university, knowing that it's really not easy for. I mean, even for myself, it's not easy like being able to see and being able to study.
because
But
I feel that if you only with A levels, you forever only be a telephone operator.
yeah,
And
yeah,
because at that time in early 90s, Singapore
yeah.
was really beginning to automate.
Yes,
So
yes,
if
yes,
you do
yes.
not upgrade your skills, once automation takes full swing, you'll be out of job. And true enough, because when I was studying my uni, I actually left my operator's job and went
Yeah.
to do another job, telemarketing. So the next year, my friends who were operator, one by one, all of them started to get retrenched.
Wow.
And now operator, you hardly see operators operating on switchboards
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
Most of them are like direct invert dialing, or nowadays after COVID, right, people all work from home. So there's
yeah.
really not a need for operator. Everything is press one, press two, press three. You
Yes,
frustrate
yes,
people, but you save money for the company.
yes, yes.
So now the organization that I used to work for is also turning to such automation. So I was happy that I had the foresight to move on. And after I moved on, the Asian financial crisis hit lah. So in a sense, I avoid retrenchment.
Yep.
Yeah, and I could still study and work. So
Oh.
in the midst of my university days, for operator I switched to telemarketing. After telemarketing, I switched to insurance agent because I need flexibility to work, to study. So I evolved because situation evolves lah. Then after I finished my university studies, after a few years, I went to work for an organization where I did a lot of crazy stuff, but it was fun. But I learned a lot, I matured a lot from there, and that was where I decided that I can do things solo.
Wait, let me
So
just pause. Press pause. So at one point of time, you were studying, and then you were working part time as well.
yeah,
How do you manage to cope with all that?
when you were young, right, you don't really care. I mean, for me when I was young, I just really don't really care because I feel that why waste the energy? If you can do it, just do it. Don't always. You're no different from another person. If you don't have something, you also will not have rice bowl. So basically, I was thinking, also for survival at the same time, also
Yep.
because I feel that if you don't want to learn, if you don't have lifelong learning, you will forever be behind, and not you know not be able to be buck the trend or do something different. So
Yes, yes, yes.
like today, my blind friends, we were doing RPM together, so I was helping them. So they were like, "Wow, you can do that kind of thing." So it's not easy if you do not have the constant move. You will find that when you stagnate, when you start to do things, it's going to be very, very, very slow, and then
Mm,
you feel that you're not up to mark.
mm.
Yeah,
Okay, so guys, if you have just joining for the show, today we have Lily, and she's a very special person and someone who deeply inspires me. So if you have any questions for Lily, just feel free to drop it in the comment box or just have words of encouragement for her as well. Just feel free to just drop in the comment box and I'll let her know. And yeah, Lily, yes, let's just continue on your study. So after you graduated from university, where do you go next? Where was your next stop?
I actually worked for a town council
Mm.
for
Mm.
for 2 years, and then I did PR work. So actually, I was doing some sort of corporate com lah, but they call
Yep.
public relations. So I handle things like reporters. I source for quotation for gifts. I do a lot of crazy things, but that helped me to grow a lot. I wrote jingles, I
Mm.
wrote skit and everything. So it was fun. It was fun, but after that, contract expired. So contract ran
Mm.
out. I just left the place. Then after
Mm.
that, I went to Dialogue in the Dark, where it was an education exhibition whereby
Yeah.
you go to a place where you go to an exhibition whereby you use your other senses besides sight to experience things around you, everyday life,
Mm.
living and stuff like that. Then
Mm.
while I was working at Dialogue, I was also managing a pool of trainers from a certain training company to for training schedule and whatever not. And now I'm
Mm.
doing selling WSQ products and so
Mm.
courses lah to be able so that
Mm.
people can stay afloat.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were working, right, did your colleagues, did they treat you any differently?
No, why should they? We're all doing the same work, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as an insurance agent, you still need to run for cases, ma. You
Yeah.
still need
Yeah.
to get people to sign. You still need to do a lot. There's no shortcut, ma.
Mm. But I'm
Yeah.
just curious, what made you decide to become a insurance agent, a financial
Oh,
consultant?
the
Mm.
agency manager pursued me for 1 year.
Mm.
Yeah. So then I said, okay, I'll give it a shot lah. Nothing venture, nothing gain. And at that time, I also wanted person with disabilities to also have the privilege to buy insurance, ma. So I've talked to underwriters and blah blah blah. And then finally, this company opened up more products for the disabled lah. Yeah.
Yeah, the first person I know who is visually impaired and then in the insurance line. I think you're the only one I know. I don't
No,
know anyone
yeah.
else.
During my time, there were 3 or 4 of us.
Hmm.
Yeah.
In the same company,
Different
different company.
agency
Okay,
and
okay,
different company. Yeah.
okay, okay, okay. Oh, but you know of friends lah who also have done the
Yeah.
same.
One of
Okay.
them sell insurance until married to Australia, lor. Uh,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
All right, so let's move along the journey. So after that, after the town council and after uh,
Dialogue in the
dialogue and
dark.
the
Now I'm like on my own. That's why I do
mm,
transcription. I do translation, and then now I'm talking to people to do my international project, lor. So these
mm,
are the things that I'm doing until end of next week. After that, probably new things will come. I don't know.
mm. Actually, what amazed me, right? You just shared with me, I think yesterday or day before, that you completed your WSQ. What is it known as?
Advanced certificate
ACLP,
in
right?
learning. Yeah.
Advanced certificate in learning. So what made you?
Completed module one. I'm starting module two 2 days time. Because
Okay.
I feel that now because government is also wanting people to go and upgrade, right?
Yes.
Then I
Yes.
feel that why is it that the disabled community is always left behind? And when they
Mm,
organize courses for disabled community, it doesn't add value or doesn't add skill to where they are. It always bring
mm.
them down to the very basics, which I feel that is not right. And I want
Okay.
to, instead of grumbling, I want to go and make things right. So that's why I
Mm,
start study by myself. And then after that, I go around and share with different disabled organizations and tell them, or help them to upskill their community.
mm.
Yeah.
Got pause you there. Do you know that a lot of people during this period of time they only stop at the grumbling stage, then they never move on.
Grumbling won't do you any good, right? It doesn't make sense. So might as
Yeah,
well
yeah.
be
So
proactive.
they stop at grumbling. Either they stop at grumbling or they stop at being angry with somebody or someone. Usually the government. Usually the government gets blamed. Then after that they don't do anything else.
I got more to grumble and blame, you know. I'm blind. I got no handout, and yet I still have to fend for myself. So what is there to grumble? I mean, look at people who are overseas.
Yeah.
You know, like some of them don't even have food to eat. You know what?
Mm.
We are paid to study. Why not study? Do LPM lah, $900 go into your pocket for you to
Mm.
study. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
And you're using SkillsFuture to pay for the course. You don't need to
Yep.
come out and out front.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So that's what a lot of people don't realize lah. I think we are very fortunate to have a government that really take care of our people. Of course, there will be cracks along the
No
way,
government is perfect lah. Okay,
Yeah.
there are cracks along the way one.
but I'm just very thankful lah for Singapore government. And in fact, I'm very thankful that I'm here in Singapore during this period of time and nowhere else.
Yeah.
yeah, very thankful for that.
Correct.
So
I've got
what's-
friends
what's-
who were in.
Yeah.
I've got friends who were in US when March they realized that
Mm.
US was getting worse. Every one of them already flew back. Those who can come back would have already came back. And now that
Yeah.
they saw where the area where they live, they said, "Wow, lucky, I am home." You know.
So I have a schoolmate who is based in the UK. So of course during circuit breaker, then they came back. The family came back. Then now got to fly back to UK to go to work, right? But then now there is they declare that they are they have to be locked down. So
Yeah.
my friend is stuck at home
Yeah.
again because UK is quite jialat now.
Yeah, now it's rising. That's why the Prime Minister is quite upset. He said we have to really be observing. Hopefully Singapore continues to keep it that way so that we can open up soon. Otherwise, very hard.
Yeah. But I really admire you, Lily, because you never say die. You don't know when is, you just keep pushing, keep learning, keep upgrading, and then keep maintaining a positive mindset. So what's your motivation? What keeps you keeping on?
Motivation. I never thought of it. I'm just thinking like for my own good lor, just do. I mean, if you do not have internal motivation, whatever external motivation you go, it doesn't help. Don't tell me things like, oh, you go to Nick Vujicic course lah, you go to Anthony Robbins lah, one day will change your life. All these are just it changes their life, doesn't mean that you'll change your life because it's from within, not from without. Because after that one day of rah, you still got to go back home to lead your life, but they can't lead your life for you. You know, I attend this. But as an agent, attend this. I was an agent, attend these kind of courses. Every month, my boss will go. After that, come back. If you do not put yourself in the position to want to get it, it doesn't matter how many you go. It still doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
You only pay money to make them rich, but you don't make yourself richer.
Yes. So what gives you strength, or where do you draw your strength from?
From God, lor. I have a faith. So yeah, and I believe strongly that, you know, I mean, for me, there's not. I mean, to me, I wouldn't say there's no fear or there's fear. To me, it's like everyone has a time to go, but within the day you're born and the day you die, what do you want to leave behind for the people to remember you?
That's a very deep question.
Yeah.
So, Lily, what's your answer to that?
The footprints I leave behind, like probably the things that I do for the first time. Like 2 years ago, I collaborated with UK artists to produce this theater show called And Suddenly I Disappear. This in YouTube. You all can go and research this. And then we have got UK artists, all disabled artists.
Let me start in the.
Suddenly I Disappear.
Wait, Lily, let me just start in the title again. What is it?
And Suddenly I Disappear.
And Suddenly I Disappear.
Yeah.
So it's a drama, is it? Drama.
This is a fiction. These are fictionalized stories that has been captured from real life interviews that me and my friends did with 40 disabled persons, and then these are turned into fictional stories where it was presented on stage. So we thought after the show finished in 2018, everything was in YouTube should be okay. Later, I know that this year the British Council invited the production. That means I'm not involved this time because I'm not in UK ma. The producer and the script writer or the playwright.
Yep.
So this show was translated into Chinese.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's been translated into Chinese, and I got to watch the Chinese one. Quite good. So even now our work has gone international, and this time I'm collaborating with international artists from UK, US, Brazil, I think, Australia, I think
Amazing,
Japan,
amazing.
Singapore. So we're going to put together an 8-hour show for during to be aired during on the day of 3rd December, because it is International Day for Persons with Disabilities. So we're using
Okay.
the culture and arts and culture to bridge the gap.
Mm.
And
When are
making
you going? Where is the shooting going to take
the
place?
shooting will be
I
done
hope
like
it's going
next
to take
week.
place in a few phases, right? Few days,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, probably
Okay.
it's next week we'll start shooting.
Okay. So
So
they'll shoot in
it's
Singapore or
ours we shoot in Singapore, then
yep.
UK, Australia, US, they all have their own programs lah. Yeah. Then after that we'll put together and
Right.
make it into a YouTube or wherever
Video.
they want to shoot at. Yeah. So it will be there. So Singapore we have a sculptor, a blind sculptor, we have a wheelchair user actor, we have got a choir with different disability groups coming along to sing. So this we are keeping our program small because it's our first year. So if next year we have, then we will make it bigger lah.
So what's
So
your role?
I'm the producer and
Right.
also the
Okay.
curator. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
I'm
today
looking
we're
forward.
happy that we are able to go ahead, because today we got good news from NAC that they're giving us the full presentation for the digital arts grant, digital presentation grant of 20K. So we're very
Okay.
elated that we can go ahead with the production.
Great.
Ask no money to pay artists, very hard lah. They don't to say yes.
Okay.
Yes, now, yes, you got the money to pay them, So you can say,
Okay. That 20K will go a long way.
yeah, correct. You can pay producer, can pay video crew, and all these things. So
Where can
because
we catch that production?
will be
YouTube.
aired on 3rd December. Yeah, should be on YouTube. Actually, we were thinking that they only grant us 5K when we applied. So
Yeah.
thinking maybe we got to do some fundraising after it. And so we're telling the artists, we'll pay you later. We cannot pay you now because suddenly today the email came at 5-ish. We're like, wow, me and my other friend so elated because she's also doing the production together with me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Lily, what words of encouragement do you have for people who might have lost their jobs or lost their business during this period of time?
Okay, I know this period of time is not easy. I have been there, I've been that stage, I've been in this depressive state, but please do not let this take over you, because there's still hope if you believe. You got to believe in
Yeah.
yourself, and you know that if this door doesn't work, knock as many doors as you can. One door will open. You only need the right door to open and you will flourish. You will yeah. That's why the
Don't give up.
movement is, that's why the movement that we're doing is called Thrive 8.
Thrive 8.
AID. Yeah. That
AID.
means you thrive and you can help other people.
Right.
So we are to stand up. We are here to help each other. No man is island to himself or herself. So remember is that this you only live once. So no matter what circumstances, it will pass. Just walk, just move on.
Yeah. So if you have just joined us, we have Lily with us here tonight, and if you have questions for her, just feel free to drop it in the comment box. Let me just check on Facebook. I haven't checked for a while. Okay, don't have questions. All right, so
yeah,
no questions, but it's okay. We'll just continue. So what are you looking forward to in the next 1-2 years?
I'm looking forward to find a successor for knees, cause now working with the cane is just very hard to go. You very hard to move around with a cane because every object is there. Whereas when you walk with a guide dog, everything seems very seamless. Although they are there, but you don't have to really bother because they will guide you away from the crazy objects. Even from people who don't look where they are going, accidents can be avoided. So I'm
Okay.
waiting to fly to Tokyo, which I think probably 2 years time, which is a long wait, but just be patient. No, what to do?
Only Tokyo, only Japan has guide dogs.
No, because Singapore, they
Mm.
buy from Australia. So Australia, they will have to cater to their own population first before they sell a dog out.
Oh, okay.
So they cannot sell a dog to you if they don't have enough for themselves.
Okay. Okay.
Whereas in Tokyo, I know they have a dog for me, but it's 2022. supposed to be supposed to be last year, but something happened. The school has got some reshuffling. Supposed to be this year, but again, COVID cannot fly. Because now also because Japan certain parts are under lockdown. So because
Yeah.
under lockdown, they got a lot backlog to clear. So I have to wait for my turn. No?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So Singapore don't have.
So I wish we have,
How
but
long does it
unfortunately,
take to train a guide dog?
18 months to 24 months. And they start
Okay,
at
and
8 weeks old.
how old?
8 weeks.
8 weeks old. So from
Yeah.
8 weeks old, then you
They
train
start
for
at 8
18.
weeks old to train, and then for
Mm.
18 or 24 months, they are mature. Then they will test and see whether if they are suitable. They are suitable, they'll be paired with a blind handler. Lor.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. And how much will it cost to bring a guide dog over?
Singapore buys from Australia at 50K.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I don't know whether you remember I was raising funds for a dog the other time before COVID. So now I
Mm.
stopped because I think people also need their rice bowl lah. So if time is right, then probably I'll launch my fundraising page again. Not sure, but one
Mm.
step at a
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Lah. Yeah,
Okay.
just one step at a time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So other than a guide dog, is there anything else that you look forward to?
Um, look forward to
Yeah.
look forward to be a full-fledged trainer next year.
When will you get your certificate?
March.
March. Okay.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, from now until March, you'll be full time.
Full time doing virtual admin for some companies and
Okay.
transcribing. Yeah. So there are things to
Okay.
do lah. Yeah.
Mm. And also attending the course lah.
Yeah, attending the course. So there are always things to do lah. Must always be positive.
Okay. I really admire your spirit. So
I
Lee,
admire yours too. You're doing too many things also.
I think what I can do is less than half compared to
No,
what you can.
no, don't say that. You can do a lot. You have done a lot as well. Okay.
I try my best.
Then you're happy man. It's very uplifting, you know.
Yeah, I try my best.
Story to share. Yeah, the happy man.
So Lily, let me ask you one final question before we wrap up for the day. What's
Sure.
the first thing that you think of every morning when you open your eyes, and what's the last thing that you think of every night before you close your eyes?
First thing I realized, I'm so happy to still be around. At least not in the other side yet. That means I'm still able to function or no. Then actually the last thing I didn't really think of anything. I just went to check my little girl if she's asleep, then I just go back and sleep. Yeah.
Nice lah.
Yeah. So we are quite in tune with each other lah, you know. Like before I tell her what I want, she already know. Before she tells me what she wants, I already know. So we are quite in tune with each other, so we're okay.
Did y'all bond when y'all first meet each other?
She was very quiet when I first took her. Then after, but then because they are very smart, no, these Labradors, I tell you, they realized that they are changing hands because the instructor was very strict. So they realized
Yeah.
that the instructor no longer handle her. She began to become become playful, fool around, all these things. So for the first 2 weeks, it was very hard to control her. Then the instructor say, if you don't control her, you'll fly back to Singapore alone. Then like, wow, what a stupid, what a wasteful trip. So I in the room I say, niece, I don't know whether you can understand me or not, but please work with me, okay? Let's work as a team and be the best. So the first 2 weeks we were the slowest team until when we graduated. The president came and asked me, Didi-san, we are very worried for you that you may not graduate. How come you're the fastest team now? I said, you ask your dog lah. Your dog understand me. She can find shortcut also, Before she came, I don't know my neighborhood.
Yeah.
But now my neighborhood knows me. She knows all my neighbors.
Okay.
As far as the market. Before she came, I never walked to the market one. I also never walked to Hougang Mall. Now we like walk the market, walk the Hougang Mall.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's why without a guide dog it's very difficult. Yeah. She knows where I said, let's go Hougang Mall, she will go Hougang Mall. I said, let's go next, she'll know which bus stop to go. Yeah.
So she knows your neighborhood inside out already.
Yeah. She knows where to go, when to go playground, what time to go down can see children. She loves to see children play. So there's this time 7 to 8 where all the kids will gather in the playground. She'll walk to a certain spot, then she will stand there and she'll look at the kids. So when one kid come near, she will try to use her nose to play with them. Then sometimes when she sees babies in the pram, right, she will want to go near. I said, no, you got to ask people's parent. You cannot go near like that. Where people parent don't like you, Then she'll look at the father or the mother.
In case you all don't know who is Lily
My
talking
guide
about, yeah, let me just put on a picture of her.
Yeah, I tell you a joke. That when she first came back, we were walking downstairs. So there's this 2-year-old boy.
Yeah,
He wanted to approach her. So so the dad asked, "Can my son touch?" I said, "Of course." So after that, after he stroked her, and then we were like talking. I was talking to the boy. So suddenly the boy turned to her. Hey, we are good friends now. When we meet, I will say hello to you. So now the boy is like 8. Every day also, hello, my best friend, when we meet. Talking to her.
But I noticed that when you brought niece out, right, she's really very obedient.
She's a different character when she's on a harness and when she's not on a harness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the harness,
How different?
I'm working. I'm in the uniform. Obedient and she's serious. But when she's not on the harness, she's like any pet lah. She will play around, run around, jump around. She will go where she wants to go. She doesn't have to obey you. You follow me this time, she will tell you. Yeah. So if I really want her to be serious and then do something, I say, let's go, put on harness. If I feel that I just want to just walk leisurely without pressure, then she'll just go downstairs and be by herself and just be herself, lor. Yeah. So she knows her place. Yeah.
So she's supposed to be, but right, she's 10 years old already, right?
She's with nearly 10 and a half.
10 and a half. So she's supposed to be retired already.
Yeah.
So do you still go out as often, I suppose, as
No.
last time?
With her, anytime I want to go out, I just pick her harness and say, let's go out. Now that she's not working, I also very sian. Not important, don't need to go lah. 可以推的就推啦, that kind, Yeah. But otherwise, okay lah. Now also COVID, want to go out also very boring. That day I just went out just to go neighborhood. Somebody tell me you must wear gloves, otherwise nobody want to help you. I say you don't need to help me. I never ask you to help me. I know my way. And she, sorry. I said, please be careful what you say. Okay, don't say that I don't wear gloves. Nobody wants to help me. In the first place, they ask you to help me, or you come and talk to me. Yeah.
Mm.
She said, "Oh, sorry. You know, I mean, don't talk to people like that."
Okay. Okay. Wow. There's a lot of things that there's a lot of things that I feel that people can learn from you.
Yeah, but
So
I also,
hopefully,
but also I share with you one joke.
yeah.
When I was using a cane, people say, "Why you come out? You should be staying at home. No, you blind. You very 可怜. Why you come out? You shouldn't come out. You know. You see, you use your cane like that, very difficult to walk." Then when I walk
What
with
they say
this,
that.
right, then okay, never mind. This one genuine lah. It's okay lah.
Mm,
So when I walk, when niece came into my life and we were together, the remarks were
mm.
like, "Hey, you very rich, huh? How much you buy her?" I said, "No. What you say rich? See this dog, what? This dog is expensive. How much you buy her?" I said, "No, I didn't buy her. Your status can change just because you have a dog and you're very rich.
No
If
lah,
you're,
doesn't
if
mean
you're,
that.
if you're using a cane, you're very poor thing, very pitiful. This is society's view of a disabled person in Singapore. Very sad."
Mm.
Yeah.
But I guess most of the visually impaired will use cane as well. I think it's really not easy because, like I said, there's a lot of restrictions on what
Yeah.
they can and cannot do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why getting a guide dog is the most ideal choice lah. But obviously
Yeah.
not
Not
a lot of
cheap.
people. Yeah.
Also not easy.
Mm-hmm.
But in a way, she's brought me a lot of independence, I would say. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
places where I didn't want to go. Now I go, like I dare not go Gardens by the Bay alone. Now sometimes we say let's go and we just go Gardens by the Bay. We just walk, after that we just go MRT and go home.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. So we do a lot of crazy things with her.
Mm. So Lily, when will we be able to read about your story? Will you be having plans to write a book?
I want to write, but I have not finished writing because I don't know what to write. It's so much things to write. Uh I need to, how to say, I need to minus, not plus. Too many yeah.
Looking forward to your story. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. I hope to do it soon. I have to minus a lot of things from my crazy writing.
Okay. Right. Our time has almost come to an end. So, any last words? How can people connect with you, Lily?
Facebook or
Yeah.
LinkedIn. Yeah, but I'm not very good at LinkedIn, but Facebook would be better. So,
Okay.
but when you connect me, just don't send me a friend. Just don't send me a friend request. Maybe can write something first
Mm.
so that I know who are you, and I don't want to have those fake accounts because I cannot see whether the
Okay.
photo is real or not. Yeah.
All right. Right.
So
Yeah.
sometimes
So.
people send friends I don't accept because I don't know if they're fake or real.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. So can just search for Lily lah, then
Search
they'll
for
find
me,
you.
yeah. And then you can leave me a message when you want to be my friend. Just leave me a message in the messenger or what, then I'll add you better. I feel
Okay.
safer this way lah. Yeah.
Right.
You understand
Okay.
what I mean
So
by fake account, right?
yeah. So if you want to, if you want to connect with Lily, I highly encourage you to do so because she's a very inspirational person. And I think our time has almost come to a close. So I just want to wish you guys a good night and a very fruitful week ahead. So feel free to
Yes.
connect with Lily and stay tuned next week, next Tuesday evening for more encouraging and empowering stuff from Happy Coach. So Happy Coach Yan Tai and Lily. So thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.